Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Sunday, so I am here with Scraplift Crafternoon, a hop where a group of my friends get together, find some inspiration, and then we scraplift it. And this week we are scraplifting Darla Weber. Look at those cute baby pictures and this gorgeous layout. I am not documenting cute baby pictures. It is me, my son, and my best friend's son playing a video game with the VR. I'm using Jen Hadfield Live and Let Grow, and it is like an outdoorsy collection, not necessarily what you would really think of for video games. We're not even playing like an outdoorsy game. So I am just going to make it work because I really am trying to get some of my collections used up. So I have my papers, my embellishments, and these pictures, along with this very lovely layout. So let's see how this goes. So I do pick this orangey paper, which is very similar to the orange she has. It's a little bit more of a rusty color, and hers is patterned, but my papers, like I picked that wordy paper you can see down there. I didn't really want another pattern paper. Like there was some like grid line pattern paper in the book, but none of the paper colors worked with that background paper. There's more of like that navy blue, the orangey reddy color, the peach, the yellow. I didn't really want to go with like an aqua or teal. I am going to bring a little of that in, but it's not in that background paper. So I really did not want to make a big splash with like a huge paper with that color. So I went with the orange. I probably should have like done some embellishing or ink splattering on this orange because it is so very vast and blank. But I didn't think about that until afterwards. So I get my layers down. That orangey color I cut into a 10 by 11 and a half. And then I just cut strips for that dragonfly paper on the sides where she has like a yellow burnt color coming out the sides. I decided to use a scrap paper. That way I am not making as much bulk on my layout. I'm using up a scrap and it's getting the same effect. So I'm perfectly thrilled with that. These are the things that I'm considering using. I pull a bunch of things out and then I go in and use the remaining bit of that dragonfly paper that I've used to tuck in on the sides to mat all three of my pictures. So these two they were originally 3x4. I trimmed it down to where it's like a little bit more. I mean, it's really close to 3 inches across and then just maybe an eighth of an inch short of being 4 inches just because I needed it to fit on that paper. And then I'm going to use this tag just like she has on her sketch or on her layout. I'm going to put this tag down here. And the tag says, "It's never a bad day when you are around," which I thought was cute. And it's got the dragonflies on it, so it brings that whole concept together. There is not a darn thing about dragonflies in this video game that we're playing. The concept, it is not a themed layout. And it's very unusual for me to not do themey kinds of things. I'm trying to get more away from that and challenge myself. I do bring in a guitar because the game that we're playing is called Beat Saver, and it's like more like a drumming thing. But you know, music, guitar, all goes together. So we were playing this game with the VR, and it is not something I do very often. I don't play video games. I'm not very good at them. I used to be able to play on a PC. Yes, I'm aging myself back in the day because I could do the keyboard because I could type like nobody's business. But I cannot do like a controller. Like sometimes I can play like the little Nintendo games and stuff, but not like a normal like PlayStation or Xbox controller where you got to push like the buttons at the top and the knobs on all that stuff. That does not work for me. I cannot, for some reason, get my hands to cooperate. So it's pretty impressive for me to enjoy playing a video game. And I did enjoy playing this game at my best friend's house. So I am in the very first picture on the left, and my son is the bigger picture in the middle. And then my best friend's son, one of them, is there on the right. And so I decided that I would kind of make these clusters floral, even though that also doesn't really go with the concept of what's going on. but I enjoyed the clusters, plus using like the little wordy bits that say, oh, happy, so very happy for you. And then I'm going to pull one in that says enjoy today as well. So I put quite a few little wordy bits on here. So I don't have a banner. I tried looking through my Simple Stories in my Echo Park, which are usually more famous for having those little banners like she's using that have like the little flag and the little swoop, like half circle. So I just made my own. So I took that peachy paper that I've got the strip in the middle and just cut 2 little triangles out, and then cut a sunshine embellishment from the collection in half, made my own. And then I add these little heart puffies at the intersection of each of the little pieces, and I'm actually quite happy with the way it turned out. And then I just added it to where it kind of links up. She's got like a little circular ending to hers, but I put that enjoy today, and it kind of connects it all back to the embellishment cluster in the top right of the layout. So then with the tag, I am putting down, I used some embroidery thread to fill the tag hole, and then I'm going to glue that down so it doesn't fall over, like covering the picture, or more importantly covering the words. So I want it to kind of stay up in that loop. And then I put that little tag on there that says good times, which is not something she has on her layout, but I wanted to use it and it kind of seemed most fitting there. There's blue in all 3 of those little clusters, and I wanted to just kind of add a little blue into the layout. It's not a color that's on that background paper, so I just wanted to make sure that it was in more than just a couple places. And then that orange paper, like I said, is very vast and blank. And so everything is right there in the middle, and there's so much at the top, but there's nothing in that bottom section. So I just took my Diane Reevely Delusion Shimmer Spray in white linen and splattered the bottom. But I didn't really want to do that at the top because I thought it might risk covering way too much stuff up. And so I went ahead and just used my Ranger enamel accents and kind of did some little clusters of 3 here and there. And then just decided to fill in that whole little space right here in between the pictures and the little banner up at the top. Just kind of adding random and kind of, sporadic little dots. And that is it. I love her little baby pictures. They're so stinking cute. And her layout is very lovely. I kind of stuck with a fall color theme, even though this happened in June. I do need to write a date. And once my ink dries, I will put some journaling underneath the picture, I believe probably underneath my picture. So there will be journaling on here, I promise. So here's a close-up. Please, please go check her Darla out on, I believe her Instagram is below, as well as any other social media she may have that we have will be in the description box below, as well as the wonderful ladies that I scrap lift with every week. All their links and a playlist will be there. I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layout. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.